We have a lot of punctuation stuff going on in this question, but the first thing I would check is choice A, because it has a semicolon, and there's really only one reason we would use that. Well, there's two, but on most questions, we only care about this one, which is that it is used like a period to separate two complete sentences. So let's just try that out. Could we have a sentence before and after? Lake Huron, though, is home to. Can you just stop there? No, right, obviously not. So no. And the same thing kind of goes with the dash, right? Because if we just stopped there, right, this is a single dash situation. So the dash, when it's a single dash, is kind of like a colon, which means that we need a sentence beforehand. So again, it's the same kind of thing. Why are we stopping in that spot? Lake Huron, though, is home to. You can't stop there. Home to what, right? You don't want to put a break there. So then that gets to C versus D. I'm already hesitant to put D because even though a comma is like a smaller, weaker break, it's still a break. It's a place where we're splitting that sentence apart in some way. So why would we do that? Let's just read the whole thing and see how it sounds. Lake Huron, though, is home to the largest island of them all, Manitoulin Island. So this break makes sense because the sentence kind of ends there, but there's no reason for any other, right? So the sentence here is broken up in lots of ways. The real sentence is, Lake Huron is home to the largest island of them all. And they put this word though in the middle just to kind of throw off our rhythm. But notice what they did. They showed where that rhythm gets thrown off, right? They threw in the comma to show us this is where we're inserting this extra thing. The comma at the beginning of the though tells us where that break starts, where that interruption starts. And then we have another comma at the end to show us where it ends. That is how we're supposed to use commas. But there's no break after that, right? There's no break in between home and largest island. It's all just one thought. So don't let them bully you. Sometimes we don't need punctuation. Sometimes it just flows. And yes, we're supposed to kind of think about the grammar rules, but ultimately, one of the first things you ever learned about punctuation kind of applies here, is a comma is a pause. And if there's no pause, there's no comma. I don't like that usually because the SAT is good at finding these situations where we need commas, but we don't really hear that pause, or where there is a pause, but we don't need a comma. And so it gets messy. So it's better to think of it as a break in the sentence, but there is no break at that point. It's a continuous flowing idea. So just leave it be. Don't put anything in the middle of it.